We're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-0.
Chargers, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off 14 to Sunni.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
No gain on the play.
Chris Jones on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
10 yards. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that hasn't been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's second and 10. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That third down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
44-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Well, that one caught by Rice.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he's got it inside the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Dancing, and he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The extra extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now it's Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll look to throw again. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be fourth down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On fourth down, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. Hampton is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's her Chargers. Omarion Hampton with his first career touchdown, the opening drive of the second half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll roll him out right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 10 yards out.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Harrison Butker.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Chargers 9. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this one finds McConkey. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go.
To the air again, Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get it. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say the hurt most is the loss.
22 yards there, a first down. A three-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Herbert now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Herbert running left off the option.
And he slides to avoid the hit. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and it slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff, because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right.
That's complete to his running back, Hampton.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame him?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Gets past one man. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Runs through the contact. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Chiefs, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. And for Charles Davis and our entire